Good morning, students. Today we will study about a very important chapter. Education is an important part in our life, but growth of education in British period was not uniform at all levels. They never emphasized on primary education. The more attention was given to high schools and colleges. Primary schools suffer due to lack of funds, therefore vast masses of the country was illiterate. It was the freedom fighters who fought for the primary education to all in India. The British always preferred Western subject over Indian subjects. Today we are going to study about education system in India after independence, especially primary education and secondary education. After independence, there was an improvement in literacy rate. You can see the percentage of literacy rate is getting increased, right? But improving this was a challenge for the government of India. Primary education. In recent decades, India had made significant progress on access to schoolings and enrollment rate in primary education, but dropout rate and low level of learning remain challenges for the state and central government. What is primary education? Primary education refers to the schooling given to the children in the age 6 to 14 years age group. In 1988, the central government started a scheme for the spread of primary education and to improve educational standard. It is called Operational Blackboard. The government made funds available to help to improve the standard of the schools and to fulfill minimum education needs such as at least 2 proper classrooms, toilets, and one of the 2 teachers to be female, a blackboard, map, laboratory apparatus, a small library, playground with sport equipment, etc. This scheme have been a primary education system to gain some momentum. In 1994, this scheme was increased by providing 1 additional classroom and appointing 1 more teacher in schools and enrolling with more than 100 students. And special importance is given to girls' education, giving admission to scheduled caste and tribe students in rural areas. In 1994, state government appointed 50% of the female teacher post in schools. In 1994, District Primary Education Program, that is DPEP, was started with the objective of universalization of primary education. It was implemented in 7 states including Maharashtra. The main aim of this program is 100% attendance in primary schools, to reduce the dropout rate education among girls, and to promote education especially physically handicapped children, and create social awareness regarding health awareness and environmental awareness, etc. Education is the most powerful weapon that can change the world. After a period of time, you may become a teacher, doctor, engineer, interior designer, and many more. But the root of your ambition is your education, as you are an educated person. Later, midday meal scheme was started in 1995 to provide proper nourishment for students. The program Midday Meal India is one of the potential steps taken by the government to promote education. Realizing the potential of the Midday Meal India, the government also wanted more and more participation from NGO in India. One such NGO in India is Akshaya Patra Foundation that has taken up this initiative since 2000. Akshaya Patra began implementing the midday meal program in June 2000. Later in June 2003, when Midday Meal India program was mandated centrally by the Government of India, the Akshaya Patra Foundation is an NGO in India partner with the government to provide cooked meals at government schools. The main aim of NGO in India is tackling classroom hungers. The midday meal scheme aims are to avoid hunger classroom, increase enrollment by giving them admission, increase school attendance, improving socialization among castes, treating all students equally without caste barrier, address malnutrition by telling the students to have nutrition food, empower women through employment. Midday Meal India play a vital role, especially in education. It works as an initiative for the parents to send their children to school with a hope for at least one nutritious meal for the day. The children of the government school mostly come from economically backward families. The financial condition of these children force them to work and earn a living rather than receiving education. Thus, even though education schemes like Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan are being implemented across country, there are large sections of the society that prefer the children to work and earn for their family members rather than go to school. In such a socio-economic scenario, food play a significant role. The introduction of midday meal across government of India did make a difference to enrollment and attendance of the children. Secondary education. After independence, Education Minister Maulana Abul Kalam Azad desired to bring fundamental changes in the field of education. The University Education Commission was set up for this purpose. So accordingly, in 1952-1953, the Mudaliar Commission was appointed. The Secondary Education Commission, known as Mudaliar Commission, was appointed by the Government of India in terms of the resolution to bring changes in the present education system and make it better for the nation. Dr. A. Lakshman Swamy Mudaliar was the Vice Chancellor of Madras University. Period of secondary education is from age group 11 to 17 years. Junior secondary for 3 years and higher secondary for 4 years. In Mudaliar Commission, the pattern of education was 11 plus 1 plus 3. 12th standard should be attached along with university and 11th standard should be considered as high school education. Thus, it is pleaded that 1 year pre-university and 3-year degree course to produce an ideal citizen. I repeat, in Mudaliar Commission, the pattern of education is 11 plus 1 plus 3. So, 12th standard should be attached along with university and 11th standard should be considered as high school education. Thus, it is pleaded for 1 year pre-university and 3-year degree course to produce an ideal citizen. It has recommended some of the Mudaliar Commission, such as after having secondary education, one should be able to earn enough for maintaining himself. For developing this capacity, vocational subjects should be introduced in the curriculum so that it would be help oneself to get job. Secondary education should develop the quality of leadership in students. This quality is very necessary for the sake of democracy and for the development of the country as a whole, so that one can put their views. As man is a social animal, so he should have the spirit of cooperation, discipline, humility, love, kindness and the feeling of brotherhood. The curriculum must have such subjects which may inculcate the virtues in students. Science, literature, fine art, humanities, music and dance are some of the such subjects. In secondary education, we have Kothari Commission as well. The Indian Education Commission, popularly known as Kothari Education Commission, was set up by the Government of India on July 14, 1964, under the chairmanship of Dr. D.S. Kothari. The objective of Kothari Commission 1964 to 1966 was to examine the different aspects of the education system in India. In 1964, a commission was appointed under the chairmanship of Dr. D.S. Kothari, and Dr. J.P. Nayak made valuable contribution to the work of this commission. The commission also recommended the 10 plus 2 plus 3 pattern for secondary, higher secondary and university education system was implemented from 1972. The commission also suggested the uniform national system of education by promoting 3 language formula, which include mother tongue language, Hindi language and English language, and also provide facilities like adult education, education by correspondence and open university to make education facilities reach to the lowest rung of the society. It also recommends increased provision in the government budget for the expenditure on the education of neglected section like a scheduled caste and scheduled tribes, so that scheduled caste and scheduled tribe children get facilities to educate themselves. The Kothari Commission also recommends free and compulsory education for all children up to the age of 14 and providing education facilities for the physically and mentally handicapped children so that these children can study in a regular school as others do. Work experience subject should be a part of the school curriculum, and with the view of accelerating the growth of national economy, science education and research should receive high priority. So science and mathematics should be an integral part of general education till the end of school stage. The Kothari Commission recommends educational facilities in rural and backward areas. The Commission recommends the adoption of a common school system in India where girls and boys receive equal education so as to promote justice in education. For this, there should be coordination between the state and the central government was necessary for the development of education. The Commission recognized the importance of the quality of books in educational development so as to avoid frequent changes in the textbook and to keep the price of the book affordable for the students. The Commission gives special importance to the games and sports, taking into consideration the physical fitness of the students. So, physical training is a compulsory subject. We say PT. Maharashtra government adopted the 10+2+3 pattern in 1972 and conducted the first 10th board exam in 1975. The objective of Kothari Commission. The first object is modernization of education. Modernization of education means education should create interest, build up values of modern system, develop skills which are essential for independent thinking. Second objective, social and national integration. Social and national integration means building strong and united country by providing common school system where social and national service should be compulsory for all, which includes social works. Third objective, nurture of social, moral and spiritual values. Nurture of social, moral and spiritual values where education should aim of cultivating values of moral, social and spiritual. Fourth objective, education and productivity. So in education and productivity is to increase productivity, emphasis should be given to science-based subject and work experience as an art. Fifth objective is securing and strengthening of democracy where education should promote clear and independent thinking, create an art of living with community, a sense of true patriotism and develop a sense of world citizen. These are the objectives of education according to Kothari Commission. Thus, we have learnt about primary education and secondary education in India. Now, we will do a small summary of what we did today. Primary education. Primary education refers to the schooling given to the children in the age 6 to 14 years age group. In 1988, the central and state government started a scheme for the spread of primary education. It is called Operational Blackboard. The government made funds available to improve the standard of the school by fulfilling minimum education needs such as classroom, toilet, blackboard, map, a small library, playground with sports equipment, etc. In 1994, the district primary education scheme was started with the objective of universalization of primary education. It was implemented in 7 states including Maharashtra. The main aim of this program is 100% attendance in primary schools. Later in 1995, midday meal scheme was started to provide proper nourishment for the students. There are 6 aims for the midday meal. The first aim is avoid classroom hunger. Second, increase school enrollment. Third, increase school attendance. Fourth, improve socialization among caste. Fifth, address nation. Sixth, empower women to employment. Midday meal play a vital role, especially in education. It works as an initiative for the parents to send their children to school with the hope for at least one nutritious meal for the day. The children of government school mostly come from economically backward families. In secondary education, Education Minister Maulana Abul Kalam Azad had a desire to bring about fundamental changes in the field of education. So the University Education Commission was set up for this purpose. So accordingly, in 1950 to 1953, the Mudlia Commission was appointed. The Secondary Education Commission, known as Mudlia Commission, was appointed by the Government of India to bring resolution to bring changes in the present education system and make it better for the nation. So Dr. A. Lakshman Swami Mudlia was a Vice Chancellor of Madras University. So the period of secondary education was from age group 11 to 17 years. 3 years was junior secondary and 4 years was higher secondary. And Mudlia Commission, the pattern of education was 11 plus 1 plus 3, where 12th standard should be attached along with the university and 11th standard should be considered as high school. Thus, it is period for 1 year pre-university and 3-year degree course to produce an ideal citizen. Then we did Kothari Commission. So Kothari Commission education was set up by the Government of India on July 14, 1964 under the chairmanship of Dr. D.S. Kothari and Dr. J.P. Nayak, who made a valuable contribution to the work of the commission and also recommended 10 plus 2 plus 3 pattern for secondary, higher secondary and university education system was implemented from the year 1972. It promoted 3 language formula which include mother tongue, Hindi and English as a part of the education system, and also provide facilities like adult education and education by correspondence and open university so that all get opportunity to educate themselves. So these facilities reach to the lowest rung of the society. It also recommends free and compulsory education for all up to the age of 14 years. It provides education facilities for physically and mentally handicapped children so the children can study in a regular school as others do. Work experience are considered an important subject. Even science and mathematics should be an integral part of their general education to the end of the school stage. Objective of Kothari Commission: first, modernization of education; second, social and national integration; third, nurture of social, moral and spiritual values; fourth, education and productivity; fifth, securing and strengthening of democracy. These were the objective of Kothari Commission. So we have learned about primary education and secondary education in India. So based on this, I would like to ask some questions. Question number 1. Why was midday meal scheme was started in 1995? Midday meal scheme was started so that children get nourishment, and midday meal India play a vital role especially in education. So it worked as an initiative for the parents to send their children to school with the hope for at least one nutritious meal for the day. The children of government school mostly come from economically backward families. And there are 6 aims of midday meal. They are to avoid classroom hunger. Second, increase school enrollment. Third, increase school attendance. Fourth, improve socialization among caste. Fifth, address malnutrition. Sixth, empower women through employment. Question number 2. In which year the first 10th board exam was conducted in Maharashtra? The first 10th board exam was conducted in Maharashtra in the year 1975. Question number 3. What were the objective of Kothari Commission? There were 5 objectives of Kothari Commission. First, modernization of education. Second, social and national integration. Third, nurture of social, moral and spiritual values. Fourth, education and productivity. Fifth, securing and strengthening of democracy. Now I would like to ask one application question. During pandemic, you all are learning from your home by attending online classes. But one of your friends do not have a smartphone, because of which he cannot attend online. How can you help him or her with their studies? I repeat, due to pandemic, you all are learning from your home by attending online classes. But one of your friend do not have smartphone, because of which he cannot attend online. How can you help him or her with their studies?